What's going on? You know what time it is. We back, man. The crew's back. You know we're gonna give you another episode this week. Episode 102 of the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world.
Woo, woo,
Jordan the
woo.
Juggernaut James, Sam
See
Money
what you
Man
got,
Rev,
Wes.
and
All
my
right,
dog
let's
West the
get to it.
Architect V, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
Yo,
Oh,
yo. Arr.
What up? What
big dog status.
up?
Big dog status. Yes, sir. Man, you know we back in the building again, man. And you know we got to talk about some things, bro. You know we got to talk about some things. Shit been crazy this week. Man, we got to talk, man. First of all, let me give a shout out to my dog Jordan James West V, man, for real. Good to see y'all fellas again, brother. For real.
What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
What's
long
going
week, bro.
on?
It's been a long week, man, but it's been a lot of tragic stuff going on, and there's a lot of wild shit going on. And we got the Super Bowl, and we got trades. Ooh,
Oh
NBA
man.
trades all over the place. Man, we gonna talk about it though. But Jordan, what's up, man? Talk to the people, brother.
Let me talk to you.
Yo,
Wow, dude, it could be potentially the wildest trade day ever. Trade deadline ever in history.
And
That can
and
be
quite some
debatable,
time.
but
Quite some
this is
time.
definitely the biggest one that I can remember, though. We're going to talk about the trade deadline winners and losers. We're going to talk about a couple things today. But before we get started, I just want to give you a shout out, Sam. Happy anniversary to you and your wife, man. 16 years of
yes,
marriage.
sir.
That is amazing, bro. I want to
Yes,
commend you
sir.
guys. Trying to get there. I'm right behind you, bro. So, but congratulations, man. That's amazing. So, happy anniversary to you and your wonderful wife.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Love you, baby.
So, hit me with what's on tap, Wes.
What we got on tap this episode? This episode, of course, we're going to talk the Super Bowl. Absolutely, without a doubt. We're going to give some wagers, some prop bets, and stuff like that. Of course, we're going to give you our predictions. We're going to talk about Marcus Jordan being a fucking fool out here in the streets. We're going to talk about Myles Garrett, who recently requested a trade, and Cooper Kupp, who was informed that the LA Rams basically don't want him no more. And we're going to talk the winners and losers of the NBA trade deadline that just happened this past week. And like you said, it was one crazy 72 hours at least, aside from the
It's
Luka
insane.
aside from the Luka Doncic, and that was probably the crescendo of it all. Even
Wildest.
and that was the first thing that happened. So that's what's on tap for this episode. What we're going to get into. So to kick it
Yes,
off,
sir.
let's
And
just get into it. Marcus Jordan.
so this guy here, this dude gets her. Did you guys see the video,
I
Man, I
didn't see
seen the
it, but I
video.
heard he name dropped his dad. Like my dad's
bro?
Michael Jordan.
So I watched like a couple snippets of this that I didn't watch the full video, but basically he's doing 15 over. The cop gets behind him to pulls him over. He takes off. He gets away, and then they caught up to him up the road. I think like 10 minutes down the road, and then his car is on the train tracks, dude.
Yeah, I did
Like
hear
I don't
that.
mean like
Mhm.
I mean he turned onto the train tracks and drove onto the motherfuckers for quite some time. There was no immediate road right there, so he had to turn left or right onto the train tracks and keep driving on him. And then like he was spinning his wheels, and then this car got stuck. But then the cops pulled up on him, and he was like, "Hey, can y'all help us?" Da, da, da,
Right.
da. And then he started acting fidgety. He had slurred speech, and the cop was like, "I don't feel safe with getting you in this car. If I help you get it off, it's quite concerning to me." And then he started putting his hands in his pocket, and they're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, don't do that!" And then they patted him down. They
Mhm.
found cocaine in his pocket. He's
Yeah.
name dropping his dad. I'm Michael Jordan's son, man. I just made a wrong turn, bro. You are on
Right.
train tracks right now
I'm telling you. I'm
at
telling
like 2 in the morning or whatever. Well, you are on
you.
train tracks.
Real.
Wrong turn? Yeah, you think, my
Mhm.
man?
Didn't you see? I can't remember how long ago it was. It might have been at least a month or so, a couple, or maybe two or so. I saw a video on maybe Facebook or TikTok where he was on vacation in Mexico or something, and he's literally, doing cocaine at the table.
Yeah, he's wild.
Yeah,
Wild guy.
He's wild. Him and when he was messing with Larsa Pippen.
yeah, yeah. I
But
Okay.
mean, I can't blame him
I,
on that one though. She kind of bad, even if
but
she's a little
you
older.
Ooh.
You knew what the deal was though with this dude because he's had Marcus Jordan. He's had brushings with the law, disorderly conduct. He's been wild tripping before, man. But he, he basically him and his other son Jeffrey, like they basically. Well, I won't say Jeffrey, but Marcus threw his basketball career away. You didn't want to
Yeah.
play overseas. You didn't want to, play in the G leagues or the whatever leagues to try to remotely make a name for
Right.
yourself. But honestly, he wasn't that good, and I don't think he would ever made the league. But there are other leagues, obviously, you can play in. You can play international, like just for your namesake
But
alone,
your
you can
Yeah,
name,
play.
yeah.
right?
Man, right.
Exactly. For real.
So looking at it from that, he didn't want to put the work in. Obviously, got sidetracked. I mean, he was driving a Lamborghini. You ain't never got to work,
Right.
obviously. So,
Don't the brothers have a clothing company or something together? They started their own clothing thing or
I'm not
something
even
like that.
sure.
I think I
But
read that a while back.
I know I wanted to rephrase on Jeff Jordan because like he actually did try. He just wasn't good enough. I
Yeah.
mean, neither one of his kids are. If anybody wants to give LeBron the nod over something, like, yeah, your kids are better than MJ's kids. LeBron will own a team one day or part of a team one day. Or doesn't he own a part of a team now, or is it not an NBA team?
It's
He
not an
owns
NBA team.
Not
It'd be
yet.
like
okay,
soccer or
baseball
something like
team or
that,
something.
yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
One day he'll own part of an NBA team. It's fucking LeBron James. We know that. And he'll probably be a better owner than Jordan was for the Hornets. I mean,
We
it's
hope
just,
so. Can't
he's
be.
a terrible
Yeah,
owner,
it
bro.
can't be too
Terrible
bad.
owner.
It can't be too
My
much
God.
worse.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, Marcus Jordan, you need to slow down somewhere, bro. But yeah, to his credit, though, like Wes said, you can't blame him too much on the Larsa Pippen ordeal, man. That man, he's young, his mind's cloudy. Like, look, a bad thing throwing it at me. This is what this is gonna be for a while. We just chilling, you know what
That's
I'm saying? We
it.
do
For
drugs, we
real.
have fun.
We
You know,
having
she makes up
fun.
about
Yeah,
a
that's
That's
all it
time.
is.
it.
That's all it is.
We ain't
The,
going steady.
the
We
coldest
just be
shit
fucking
ever.
around.
The
Just a
coldest,
fun girl.
bro, the coldest shit ever was when Future grew up idolizing the Bulls, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. He said
Mhm.
when he was a kid, he asked Scottie Pippen. He went to a game or something and asked Scottie Pippen for an autograph, and Scottie Pippen blew him off. So what did Future do? He went home. He studied. He didn't hit the books. He hit the traps. And he went out there trapping, making money. Became one of the
Mm.
biggest rap stars of all time. And then he fucking flew Larsa Pippen
Yeah,
out while she
right.
was still married to Scottie. No, Future. He's like, your baby mama fuck me better when the rents do. Whoa.
Hey, Jesus
That's
Christ.
cold-blooded shit, Future. That's
Hey,
cold-blooded. Yeah, but
he
Marcus
really.
Jordan needs to get it together, bro. That's crazy. Sad
Oh, this
seeing.
man driving. Oh, this man driving, man. Drunk as hell. High as hell, bro. For real. Ain't no telling what he was listening to. You know what I'm saying? That man could
Probably
have
future.
man. Probably future. Probably future. Hey,
Oh,
that's the
that's
role
wild,
model
man.
right now, you know. But man, you driving all down the trails, man, and you constantly driving down them. Talk about, oh man, I took a wrong turn. Hell yeah, you
Hell yeah,
did.
he did.
I'll say you did.
Many wrong turns.
I'll say you did.
Woo,
He almost ended up.
man.
He almost ended up on wrong turn.
Right.
Man,
Would have
I'm
kept
telling you
going.
what.
Would have
Real
kept
man.
going.
Man, if a train would have came, man, it would have crushed that shit to
Oh
death,
yeah, he
bro.
would have been
For real.
Dunsky.
There's no way. There's
Yeah,
no
that
way
could have
you'll
been a lot
survive.
worse, man. And
Yeah,
then arrest
Mhm.
you. You'll be fine. You ain't gonna do no time. You're fine.
yeah,
Right. For
But
real.
you need to get it together, though, man.
Water,
Just
water under the bridge for him. Jordan, get him out that shit.
yep, 100%.
stop name dropping daddy when you get into your own shit, bro.
Right.
Be a
I'm
man,
telling you.
handle it.
Yeah.
So I see what's up, yo. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? Appreciate y'all chiming in. We got some Eagles fans in the comment thread. So let's get to it, man. Let's get right to it. Super Bowl LIX. We'll get some wagers. We'll get some wagers going first. I wanted to do a wager wire and just throw out some bets, some good plays for the Super Bowl this weekend. Maybe y'all got to brew up a parlay. We're gonna build a parlay or two or help y'all. I got some specials here. I just want to go through it. Super Bowl is this Sunday, 6:30, bro.
Mhm.
6:30. Where y'all gonna be watching from? Let me know in the comment thread.
I have to be sitting right on my couch.
I know that's right, bro. I'm not doing no Super Bowl parties no more, especially when it's one I'm not particularly excited to see. This rematch of 2 years ago, but I'll tell you what, man. I was looking at on FanDuel, man, and they have some specials. It's called FanDuel Super Bowl LAX specials.
Mhm.
So right now they have any player to score a 75-yard receiving touchdown. That's a plus 1,700.
Mm.
That means $1 would net you $17, $5 would net you 85. Dude, I'm thinking a Barkley screen, maybe Devontae Smith, Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown. Any
Worthy.
one of them guys could potentially bust a 75-yard receiving touchdown. So that piqued my interest. They have Saquon Barkley to record 25 rushing yards in each quarter. That's a plus 750.
Oh,
But
that's a deal.
maybe, yeah. Throw $10 on that, win you 75. I mean,
Mhm.
that's another special they got. Another one they got is Hurts and Mahomes to combine for 100 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. That's a plus 900. That'll turn $5 into 45, 10 into 90. So between the two of them to combine for 100 rushing yards, two rushing touchdowns. That's not a tall order because both of them going to be running in this game, in my opinion.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be ballsy and think something's crazy is going to happen. So obviously the Kansas City Chiefs, if they win this game, it'll be a three-peat, never been done before and all the craziness, right? But what would happen if they won this game by the exact same score they won this game 2 years ago? That's called the correct score repeat. Kansas City 38, Philly 35. That's a plus 17,500, bro.
Damn.
Put a dollar on that. It'll win you $1.75. I'll throw a
Mm-hmm.
buck on it just for the hell of it. That
Yeah.
could definitely be the score again, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'll take that. Run that up.
Right.
Here's a popular game special. Each team to score 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing touchdown in each half. That's a plus 7,500. $1 would net you $75.
Yep.
Again, I'll put a dollar on that. 1 rushing and 1 passing each team, each half.
Definitely.
Not bad. What you got over there, Sam? You over there looking inquisitive.
I seen the freaking defensive score. Defensive score, I think is like plus 7,500. I think it was.
What is it, defense or
Defense.
Okay.
Anybody from the defense scores? I think the Eagles defense was like maybe like 75 plus 7,500. So that'd be crucial. Whatever, somebody catch a quick pick or scoop and score.
just like the 2 years ago? Jaden Hurts' his only turnover.
Right.
The fumble that led to the touchdown. I think they scooped it for a touchdown. I'm pretty sure they did. It's his only mistake of that game.
Yeah, it was actually.
Man, it's a lot of good stuff on here, man. But
How
a lot
about-
of that stuff
some-
not gonna happen. You got Saquon scoring 2 touchdowns. Man, I think that's probably about the closest one that you'll probably get. 2 touchdowns, Saquon Barkley. But the Eagles. I mean, KC hasn't allowed 100-yard rusher, so that's gonna be kind of tough. They haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher since I believe 2019. So, man, it's gonna be crucial.
They got their work cut out for him with Barkley and that Philly offensive line, though, bro. I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
right now, they can hold him under 100. That would, oof.
Yeah,
I don't know if they
most
can
of
do it, but
everything.
this would be the game to do it. And I can tell you right now. How about some MVP odds, bro? You got it. Travis Kelce at a plus 1,800 for MVP.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he'd
Plus
have
1,800.
he'd have to have
Travis
like
Kelce shows up every Super Bowl. Y'all wilding for that.
yeah, but
I never get
to outshine Patrick Mahomes, he'd have to have like 200 plus yards and 2 touchdowns, I think, to win MVP. And unless everyone else played like shit, then he could just have like a $120 and a touchdown and like
Well,
9-10 catches.
yeah, if he's the only one doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's possible. AJ Brown's at a plus 3,300 for that award. Devontae Smith is a plus 5,500, bro. Put like a dollar or $5 on each and any one of these, man. If anyone hits, bro, that can come up. You can come up big. You bet small, win big. That's how I like to bet. You know what I mean? But a little cheap bet, come up, man. That's the ultimate come up. Dude, hey, remember what we said too when DeAndre Hopkins was traded to the Chiefs, man? What if DeAndre Hopkins one more game in his career? This is the last game before he hangs it up, maybe, gentlemen. You never know.
You never know.
The Chiefs
I mean, if
win.
he won, I'd call it a career. Fuck it.
DeAndre Hopkins, if somehow he won the MVP of the Super Bowl, bro, you can put 25-cent wager on him to win the MVP, and he can win $50 if he won it.
Damn.
25 cents a win you $50.
Uh-oh. We lost Sam.
Sam
Technical
Bam.
technical
Technical
difficulties.
difficulties. We'll get him back in here in a second. But yeah, man. But that's highly unlikely for DeAndre Hopkins' wager, man. But
There he is.
it's almost like I said, it's highly unlikely. But that's almost too good to pass up. I mean, bet a quarter, win $50.
Yeah.
I
might do that. I might just create an
I'll
account
put it
just to
down.
do that.
Like I said, highly unlikely, but it's interesting. It piqued my interest that much, bro. Just that much.
Never know.
Yeah, it's a lot
Shout
of good
out to
stuff
Mike.
out there.
What's going on, Mike? Kid, appreciate you in the comments, bro. Yeah, Tyreek Hill tripping with that plus size model. Y'all seen that?
Yeah, he wanted
Mhm.
us to touch on it a little bit. I don't know too much about it, but
Hey man, ain't
She had
that
him
hey?
broke her leg or something.
Yeah, I did see that.
And she had sex with him after the fact, and then she
Hey,
still
Oh,
wants the money. Like,
that's
girl,
it.
it ain't gonna be like that. I mean, you,
Mhm.
you try to sue him, and then he
Right.
breaks his
so he
leg,
broke. So she
then you
broke her
sleep with him.
leg. She broke her leg, and then she had sex with him.
Yes,
Must
she
not have
admitted
been too broke.
that.
Fracture.
Must not have been too bad if you're still wanting to do it.
She don't. Hey, she don't need her legs. Her big ass, bro. She
Okay.
laying flat. She
Yeah,
laying
true.
flat.
That's true.
But nah, you don't need no money for that, shorty. I'm sorry.
No.
Let's get a couple more plays. Any plays you like for the Super Bowl West? Did you see any wagers that piqued your interest? Or
No, I haven't even looked to be honest. Like I
well,
said, I don't know. I don't know shit about fuck when it comes to any of that stuff because I don't do it.
hey, that's what me and Sam is here for. The gambler,
That's why I just
the
let you guys.
gambler,
That's
and
why I
the
let you
wager
guys
guys.
go. I just let you guys
That's
go.
what we be doing. We shooting wage, parlays back and forth to each other. What you feel about this? How you feel about this? Sam, I can tell you a play I like in this on FanDuel right now. I like Jalen Hurts going over 211 passing yards in this game. He's had
Mhm.
less than 200 passing yards in 2 out of his last 3 starts, but yet they still managed to do enough to win. He's been banged up, etc. I understand all this, but you're going to need more to win this game, and I
Mhm.
expect he will do more to win this game. I mean, he threw for over 300 yards in Super Bowl 57 2 years ago. And KC, they're gonna respect Barkley's run game so much. Jalen's got to capitalize on his opportunities there. And I think 211, that's not a tall order. It
Mhm.
really ain't. So I like Jalen Hurts going over 211 passing yards.
I like that too. They say AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Travis Kelsey to combine for 4+ touchdowns. That's plus 800, which is possible. That's
I feel like
possible.
you get Hoed and get 3 out of that because they
Mm.
you get 3.
Saquon 2, Travis Kelsey 1, AJ Brown probably 13 yards.
But I
He
mean,
got his book. He got his book on the sideline.
he showed up a couple years as well, a couple years ago, Super Bowl as well too. So I think he's gonna have a decent game, but I don't know about the touchdown per se.
What about doing a
Kansas
thing?
City's gonna be cheap.
What about doing a thing for the coin toss?
Nah, bro, that's an even. You can't make no money off that.
You never
Like, who
know.
the
It's a
fuck do for that
50-50.
shit? The only way you can do that shit is like, hey, Wes, I'll bet you $5 it's heads. That's
Hey,
the legitimate
Right,
only.
that's it.
Come on, leave
don't
that shit off
matter.
FanDuel for those.
Either you're getting $5 or you're not.
Hmm. Man, we're
I can
going
tell
for
you,
big money.
big money. Another one I like Patrick Mahomes over the 28 and a half rushing yards. So in 4 Super Bowls for Mahomes, he's never ran for less than 29 yards. This is
Hmm.
what he does in the biggest stage, man, especially with the problematic run game, as we've seen time and time again. Not He had 11 rushes for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns versus the Bills in the AFC Championship too. Let's
Hmm.
not sleep on that. Mahomes is definitely going to be setting up on the run. I like him to
And
go
he's
over 20.
healthy. He doesn't have the bum ankle like he did a couple years
But the
ago.
thing, but to
Yeah,
see
and that didn't even stop him.
Yeah, exactly.
the thing is with that, if they're winning at the end or whatever, he's gonna kneel. He's gonna back up for those kneels, and that takes away the rushing yards.
True.
So it's always like a slippery slope with stuff like that. 28 yards, yeah, during the game, yeah, but then when you got to kneel for 2, 3 times, that's -3, -4, -5 yards. Then that 34 yards, whatever, turns to like 26 yards. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
So
if the game is close, or that's if the game is out of
right.
reach. But I don't think that's going to be. I think
Hmm.
it's going to
Yeah,
be.
it's gonna
It's
probably
going
be
to be
closer than
close.
that, fellas.
Yeah,
I'm just,
I
I'm just, I'm just
Just
saying if they lead,
just
if they
add in the
lead,
context though. Yeah,
if
that's
yeah,
if they leading with 1 minute left,
yeah,
they got the ball back, whatever, just scored the first down. Shit, he gonna nail that ball.
right.
You know what I'm saying? For real, you just gotta look into those things.
no, that's
Uh,
good. That's good insight though.
Yeah,
mhm,
How
completely
about
understand that.
I mentioned him. I just mentioned him at the MVP. I'm taking Travis Kelsey for over 60 receiving yards, man, in this game. They
mhm,
got him set at 60. I know, right? The Chiefs haven't been the normal Mahomes to Kelsey rampage with 1,000+ yards and multiple touchdowns. Kelsey's only got 3 receiving touchdowns this season.
mhm,
However, playoff Kelsey is different. Did
mhm.
you know 21 out of his 81 career receiving touchdowns have come in the postseason?
I
I
believe
believe
it.
it.
He shows up every Super Bowl, even the Super Bowl where Tampa fucking mollywopped him, held him to 9 points. Kelsey went for 100 yards and 10 catches that game.
Oh yeah.
But I just think that there's no way possible on the grandest stage of them all like a historic three-peat on the line and Taylor Swift in attendance, not to mention this is the first game following a rare abysmal performance against the Bills by Travis Kelce, but there's no way he doesn't get at least 60 receiving yards, bro. You can book that over all day, every day, any Super Bowl Kelce's in, he's showing up,
He
bro.
should have that
I
in the
like
first half.
I like him for an anytime touchdown scorer as well in this game. You just kind of touched on that, Sam, but I like him for a touchdown in this game. That's at a plus 125 just for him to score a touchdown. I'll take that
Right.
bet. I'll take that bet all day long.
Hey, they got some crazy. They got some crazy bets in here. They got opening kickoff return for a touchdown plus 17,000.
Yeah, no way that's
No,
happening.
no
But put a
touchdown.
dollar on it. You can win 170 for putting
Right.
a dollar on that.
No touchdown scored in the game. That's plus 26,000. So it's a
No
lot of
fucking way.
bets. Yeah, there's a lot of bets, bro. That'll be the craziest bet that you ever. I wouldn't even put a penny on that. You feel me?
Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep that shit. Save it up.
Yep. Special team scores, man. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do on that. So, like
So
I say,
yeah, there's a couple good ones on there. I just wanted to touch bases on a couple for the viewers. I want to remind everybody, if you're gonna gamble responsibly, or don't bet the fucking house and lose everything you got. It really doesn't matter to me. I just feel obligated to tell you to somewhat be responsible if you're still into doing that sort of thing. But don't take every single play we got and combine them into one and be like, hey, you guys fucked us. Just take, if we like one or two things if we say one or two things that you like, maybe take one of those legs, man. Throw it on the parlay and see how it can run. But like I said, these specials, man, put a dollar on this, put a dollar on that. $1 to win 50, 70, 100. But why the fuck not, bro? It's a dollar.
right. The thing is too, don't always bet on the offense. Bet on those defense too. Those defensive plays, the kickers. They got over 7.5 points for Harrison Bucker. Bucker. You know what I'm saying? How you say his name?
Butker.
Bucker.
Butker. Okay.
Butker.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. So you can do the over 7.5. Jay Elliott, you can do the same thing, 7.5. Like it's a lot of things that you can put on this stuff for the sacks, all types of stuff, bro. So FanDuel got that stuff going on. So man, check it out. Like, hey, bet responsibly.
Yes, sir. Let's move into some game predictions. It's here. Let's talk about it, bro. Super Bowl LIX 59, Super Bowl 59 this Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Kansas City's favored, Wes, by 1.5 right now?
As of right now, Super
I think
Bowl.
it's still a point and a half. It's been like that the whole time.
It's one.
Oh, it's just one now?
It went down to one. So KC's favored by one. Is the over-under still 48.5?
Yep, 48.5.
All right, man. You got the rematch of Super Bowl 57, whereas the Chiefs won 38-35 in a classic thriller. Eagles are looking to avenge that loss, and the Chiefs are looking for the historic three-peat. This game is going to come down to who wins in the trenches and who wants it more. Sam Bam,
What's up?
how you feeling about this matchup, man? This is the rematch that we get to see from 2 years ago. How are you feeling? Don't tell me who's going to win yet. Just tell me how you're feeling. What are you looking for here?
Philly's offense, I feel like they're just, I don't know, man. They're so one-dimensional, really, because the last game they played or whatever, 6 rushing touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns. You're not going to get a lot from your receivers, though, even though your receivers are freaking top-notch. I'm not seeing a lot coming from the receivers. Kansas City, man, that defense, man. Mahomes, I don't feel like he's doing great things or whatever right now, but he gets that stuff done. It's just, man, it's a great matchup, bro. It's a great matchup because the defense on Philly is, I want to say, just as good, maybe like a step, maybe behind of Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? But that offense on Philly is, I think, a step better than the one on Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? So the one Philly's offense a little bit better. Kansas City defense a little bit better, just because those boys, man, those boys be coming, bro. That defensive line, man, they had those schemes. Spagno defense over there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Spagnola, I mean.
Yeah, he got that shit going on. So, like I say, bro, man, it's so tough to call that stuff, just because Kansas City, man, be getting all those calls all the time, bro. That get them those third and longs or whatever, you call a little 5-yard penalty, whatever, automatic first down. I just hate to see that stuff all the time, bro. That's all I got to say about that stuff right now. How you feeling?
And that's all I got to say about that. Motherfucker, goddamn it. Yeah, I feel you though, man, but I don't know. I think that's debatable. Honestly, I don't know if I can say that the Chiefs defense is great, but what I'm seeing from Philly's defense this year, bro, as a whole, they started off a little rough, like the
Mhm.
first 5 games or whatever, but since then,
Mm.
bro, it's just they have been so impressive to me, man.
Mhm.
On in every position on the defense. Their defensive line is spectacular. Their linebackers are good. Their fucking secondary has been outstanding. But Kansas City, their defense has kept them in every single game this year.
Every
The big
game.
reason they've won most of these games all year. So that can't be, that can't be ignored or looked upon right there. So, but I put it down by how each team can win this game. Okay, the Chiefs win by number one. They got to limit explosive plays from Saquon Barkley. Steve Spagnuolo must stack the box, mix up blitz packages per usual, but most importantly, KC's defense must wrap up, bro. Missed tackles can be fatal.
Yep.
Yep.
Number two, they got to be effective in the trenches. They got to win in the trenches, preferably, but I don't know, honestly, if they can do that.
Chris Jones got to have a big game.
Because to me, I think Philly's offensive line is stronger than the Kansas City Chiefs defensive line. And I think Philly's D line is stronger than KC's O line as well. I think Philly has an advantage in the trenches in
In
this
the
game. That's
trenches.
just my opinion on it. So that will be quite the battle for them. But regardless, that's every play, every snap, you got to fight, 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 bro. And number three, the third thing they got to do is they got to make sure they're current on their referee compensation payments. I think the Eagles win this game by number one. They got to stick to their game plan. They got to look for Barkley to bust one because sooner or later it'll probably happen. But like I said, Philly
He'll
has
get
the
one, definitely.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I think Philly, like I reiterated, Philly has the advantages in the trenches, and they got to utilize that. Number two, do not let Travis Kelsey beat you. Make Mahomes force passes to anyone else, bro. Anyone else. Worthy, whoever else they got going on over there that's going to try to make a play, but do not let Travis Kelsey beat you. He's got to be contained early and often. And number three, the tush push, man. Every second, third, fourth, and one, tush push that shit. Tush push.
Mhm.
98 times out of 100, that's going to work. So any second one, third one, I'm lining that push. Until they ban this shit, we using
Mhm.
it. It works. I'm
Hey,
using it.
so I don't mean to cut you off, but the last time those guys played, the Eagles had 70 sacks and didn't sack that guy one freaking time.
Yeah, they did. That's
So
crazy.
so
That was crazy. And Mahomes
and
was on
and
a
that
bum
was
ankle in the first half.
and
They
out and that
shut
was
him up.
and that was my thing. That's why I was like, fly Eagles fly that last time. I'm like, man, I said, man, they're gonna push, they're gonna push. They're gonna push the line. You know what I'm saying? Bro, them boys had all that shit on lock, bro. Like they ain't know what the hell to do, bro, with the offensive line. And the offensive line then wasn't even that good as it is now, So
Mhm. I
but
just think
with that
this,
boy Carter over there, they say Carter, man, is like the new Aaron Donald.
Yep.
bro, he's
It's like,
going
man,
insane right
he's
now.
he's he's freaking like the most double teams all this season. I think he got like
He's
300
legit.
double teams. Right.
Bro,
And
he
he's still been freaking wrecking havoc.
there's games where 90% of the snaps he's double teamed and he's
Mm-hmm.
still making plays, forced fumbles, making plays on.
Still.
I mean, he's a savage. He's an
Mm-hmm.
absolute dog, is what he
That's
is.
it.
But this year's defense, as opposed to 2 years ago, I just feel like they don't have the advantage in the blitzing, but in every other aspect. And I don't think you
Mm-hmm.
necessarily have to blitz this man like relentlessly to, you know, and necessarily win the game. You just your coverage has got to stay tight. Contain Mahomes. You don't got to blitz him. Just contain him so he's not running all over your ass. You
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily have to win and kill him on the blitz. So I just think there will be other ways you can utilize that defense to where you can put yourself in a position to win this game. You guys think this is going to be a better game than 2 years ago, or do you think it's
Yes.
going to be worse? Do you?
Yeah.
Not
That'll be a
not more
tall order.
not more scoring. No way.
No,
Not more
not
score. Not more.
38-35. Yeah.
Nah, that's too many freaking points. It's
Maybe
definitely gonna
not.
be
Maybe
lower than
not
that.
that. But I think it'll be. Well, personally, when I say a better game, I'm saying like a competitive game. They're
Yeah, that
each
don't always mean more scoring.
right. Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Who y'all
definitely gonna be different though. It's definitely gonna be different than anything we've ever seen. I know Eagles want this shit so bad.
I
I know
know.
they had that nasty taste in their mouth because we whooped them out the playoffs last year for the rematch.
Yeah,
Keep the
I knew
brakes
you was
off.
gonna bring it up.
Hey,
I
keep
knew
the
you was
brakes
gonna
off.
bring it
Keep the
up.
brakes off
You
them
can't
boys,
help it.
man. Oh my god, for real. That was, man, one of the happiest days of my life, for real. I said, man, we beat the hell out the
Hell to
boys.
the
Hey,
West.
No rematch this year, but hey, next year, okay, yeah, y'all get a chance.
That's y'all last next year.
Every
Y'all
2
talking.
years, y'all got a 2-year gap. You know what I'm saying?
Wes, I'll let you kick it off with the picks. Who's winning Super Bowl LIX?
Well, like I've been saying all season, I can't pick against the Chiefs until someone proves me wrong. They've only lost one game to the Bills in the regular season. Played them in the playoffs. They did what they've been doing for the past 4 or 5 years. Uh, Philly is definitely better this year than they were 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kansas City has taken a step back, clearly because they've not been so explosive. Tyreek's not there. He's been gone for quite a while anyway. But I just think that they're not the same team that they were the last Super Bowl that these teams faced. But they have arguably the greatest coach in history. They have arguably the greatest defensive OC or the DC in history. They have all the experience in the fucking world, as much as anybody can have in a Super Bowl. Granted, Eagles were there 2 years ago, but Saquon wasn't there. Even though he's had a great season, who's to say that he just won't get all glassy eyed and be a little deer in the headlights type of thing.
I think he ready.
I'm not saying that he's not. He might, and it's easy to say the right things and have that swag until the game starts. I'm not saying that he won't, but I'm going to take the Chiefs, man. And if the Eagles do win, I would not be surprised whatsoever. As Saquon, I expect Saquon to have a somewhat really good game. But like I said, I got to take the Chiefs until I'm proven wrong.
You going over or under the 48.5?
I'm gonna go over slightly.
All right. I'm writing our picks down, even though you already won this year, but
Yeah, I'm expecting my trophy in the mail too.
Hey, you come get it. I'm making you drive here to get it. Fuck that. $10 a mail half hour away. Ain't that a bitch? Sam Bam, who wins Super Bowl LIX?
Man, I hope both of these bastards lose, bro. I swear I do. I swear I do. Bro, I can't go for Philly, bro, because I hate Philly's guts. Like, I can't go for him, bro. I can't go for him just because I know that Mahomes got that shit in his bag, bro. He don't have to look spectacular doing it. He's gonna make those plays. He's gonna get those little dink and dunks. D-Hop is gonna be a major factor. That I believe that's the only reason that they got D-Hop. You feel me? Is for something like for the Super Bowl. He is gonna be a major factor. Freaking Worthy, Kelsey, Hunt, man, all those guys. I feel like all those guys gonna play major parts. But D-Hop definitely he gonna set the standard, bro. Because if you try to one-on-one him, man, he gonna make it a long day. I don't care if Slay on him. I don't give a damn who you got on him. Bro, this man is still that guy, bro. And I think they've been waiting for him to get off. And I think this is gonna be the game. Kansas City, bro. I like Kansas City. I like the over, bro. And I'm thinking Kansas City gonna win by like
5.
7 points, bro. I think they're gonna beat them by a touchdown. It might even go to overtime, bro. So I'm gonna say 6 points. It might even go to overtime because this is gonna be a very good game. And I know both of these guys playing their hearts out, and I know Philly, man. Philly never gonna say die. And Jalen Hurts, bro. Jalen Hurts. I still can't give him his props all the way, bro. Even though he's been to 2 Super Bowls, I still can't give him his props. That's just me personally.
Sooner or later the Chiefs got to lose, right?
They do.
Yeah, next year.
Come on, bro. What are we talking about here? They are going for their third straight Super Bowl. What they're doing is crazy. Somebody to bet big amounts of money against them in a Super Bowl would be fucking crazy. It's what Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are doing is exactly what Tom Brady and the Patriots used to do. Every time you count them out, the this, the that, just right when you think they've lost a step, they're done. You lost Tyreek Hill, you're done. You're this, you're that. They're fucking right there still, and they have not gone anywhere. So when you are a great historic franchise team and the fact that you can hold on to a great defensive coordinator like Spags for so long and all, it's just so impressive. It just because he could have been out of there, probably interviews, options to go a long time ago. He
Oh,
doesn't
definitely.
even entertain it. They love this shit, bro. So they stick around, and that gives you winning formulas and teams, man. But dude, something's got to give here, man. And I'm not as critical on Jalen Hurts as you are. And the fact of the matter is, I don't want to see this Super Bowl because if Kansas City wins this game, you're gonna have the dumbasses and the this and the that and the media talking, oh, Mahomes the greatest of all time, better than Brady and the 3P and what he did, this, that.
Mm.
Completely discrediting the defense, completely discrediting Andy Reid, completely discrediting everybody and everything else. I get sick of hearing that shit. And then if Philly wins, you got to put up with their fucking fans, bro. Philly has a great team, bro, and I respect every single one of their players. They all deserve to win a Super Bowl, but dude, 90% of their fucking fans do not deserve this Super Bowl, bro.
Yep.
And we have the pleasure of knowing a couple of the cool Philly fans that we fuck with on this show, family to us. But regardless, overall,
Yeah.
the Philly Eagles fans, they're classless. They're just trashy, bro.
Obnoxious.
They're so obnoxious, and it's just like people go in there, and it's just
Like
like you
they
see
deserve
videos.
it. Like, we deserve this suit. No,
So
you
you
gotta fight
can't root
for it.
for teams like that because of these
Right.
ignorant fans, bro.
Well,
It's like
Blake just chimed in on YouTube saying Philly isn't playing for the trophy on Sunday. They're playing for the city after the plane crash the other night, multiple players have said. So now they're playing for something bigger than the trophy. So that could definitely inspire them to go up another level. So definitely going to be a good
I
game. I really
mean,
think that.
I'm
it
with
sounds
that.
good. It
I'm
Yeah.
with,
sounds
I'm with
good.
that.
Yeah.
I'm with
It
that.
sounds really fucking good. But doing it is a whole different thing.
Mhm.
And they have yet to do this when against the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So you're fighting the big dogs, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll the dice. I think the Eagles stun the Chiefs here. It's got to stop somewhere. But to me, Philly, I think they've been the most consistent team all year long on both sides of the ball. Offense has been impressive. Defense has been impressive. Even when Jalen, okay, I know it's been Barkley has been the offense, and that's like the standpoint, the glorious part of the offense this year, obviously. But still, like, yeah, we forgot about AJ Brown and what he can do. When Hurts is on, he's on. And I've seen him in one Super Bowl so far, and he's played his ass off. Made one mistake that ultimately cost him in the long run, but still, he played his fucking heart out, bro. He really did. But they fell just short 2 years ago, and I think now their team's banned. Their team is back. They're revamped. They're ready for redemption, bro. And I just think that Eagles got to fly high somewhere, man, and they got to pull one off. And I just think they'll get him this year. If Philly doesn't win it this year, I think that is it. That is it. Your Super Bowl window is gone.
Really?
Yes, it's gone. Well, because what are you gonna do if the Eagles lose this Super Bowl, right? What are they gonna? What's gonna be the question? Why they lost? It's gonna be either Jalen Hurts or it's gonna be Nick Sirianni. One of the two.
Well, I think that
It's gonna be Pat Mahomes. Somebody in the AFC got to beat Pat Mahomes over there first.
yeah, exactly. If
Got to get him
if
out of the playoffs because
It's easy to say that now, but with Philly expectations, and it's Super Bowl or bust for each Philly team each and every year. The last 3 years with this roster, with this coach, with everything you have set in motion, you pulled off the Barkley trade this year. What they're doing has been fucking crazy this year from the offensive standpoint. Barkley damn near breaking the rushing record, the this, the that, dude. If you don't win it this year, what else could you add? What else could you do to that team to get over the hump then if you fell short? And with Philly media and how it all is, they're gonna blame it on either Jalen Hurts or Nick Sirianni, bro. Nick Sirianni's gonna be on the fucking hot seat if he loses this game, losing 3 games all year.
he was on the hot seat
That's what
earlier
I tell
this
you.
season.
He was, and it's gonna happen again if they lose. But I think Philly wins this game, bro. I'm gonna take the upset in this, and I might be insane for doing that because Sam, 2 years ago, I told you were crazy for picking against Mahomes in the Super Bowl. But
Yep.
I mean, dude, this is years later. He's going for his third straight one. There's a reason this has never been fucking done before to me. So something's got to give.
Well, I got a question for you.
And I'm going over.
So they say that it hasn't ever been done, but that's in the Super Bowl era. So when the Super Bowl first started, Green Bay won the first two, but before the Super Bowl era, they had won. What was the American Football League or something like that? That was before the NFL. They had won that championship, so they won that last championship
Before.
of that or whatever. And then when they started the Super Bowl, they won the first two. So technically, there has been a three-peat, just not in the Super Bowl era.
Wes, check me out. Nobody cares, bro.
Hey,
Nobody
man,
cares
I'm
about
just
what the
saying.
Packers did. Nobody cares about what the Packers
but if
did,
the
bro.
Detroit Lions did it,
They did do it. That's what I was just
you'd
gonna
be
say.
bringing it up.
Go look through the 50s. All throughout the 50s, the Lions won like 7 championships in the 50s, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, hey, man, according to you, we don't give a fuck about that.
No, we don't care. That's what I'm saying. Talk about the Packers. Nobody care about the Packers.
Hey, man.
Next topic.
Still three-peat.
But no, we'll see what can happen, man. It's going to be Mahomes or it's going to be the Eagles, bro. So we'll see. Can't say Chiefs. It's all Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
Flip the credit and all that other stuff.
Just FYI, Saquon won Offensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Patrick Surtain won Defensive Player of the Year. And that's all I've got so far from the awards going on right now.
What are they gonna do? MVP probably later.
That's probably the last thing that they'll do. I'm assuming.
Right. So they'll wait to announce Lamar. This would be another rare postseason win for him.
The only
last real quick before we go to the next topic. Who's gonna be Super Bowl MVP? Who y'all got?
I'm gonna say Pat.
Mahomes. Who you got, Sam?
I'm gonna go D-Hop.
I'm gonna go Barkley. Saquon Barkley.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Lock it in.
Move it on now. Lock it up.
Next topic. So earlier this week, was it this week? Yes, it was this week. What's his fucking name? Myles Garrett has requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns, basically stating, he wants to go win. He's tired of the fuckery. And he wants a taste of a championship or at least some sort of winning.
What took him so long? That's my only question. You should have requested this trade 6 years ago.
Because he wanted to try to be the guy or be part of some like Cleveland. We know Cleveland.
Yeah, he never watched football growing up.
I know.
But he was looking good though a couple years though.
His career's been solid. It's just the team fucking sucks.
Sam, you talking about when Cleveland had a couple good, but they ain't never been no legitimate threat.
Yeah, they've had some decent seasons
for Cleveland. Yeah, definitely. But now he finally wants out, and where's he gonna go? Where y'all see him going?
Well, I was talking about this with my boy at work, whatever, and just depends. I see a couple of teams that he could go to. So he could go to the Buffalo Bills and be on the other side of Von Miller. He could go to what was the other team that I was thinking of? He could go to Baltimore, beef up that line. He could go to Washington and beef up that line. But where I think he would go, shit. Your guess is about as good as mine. Whoever's going to pay him. He could go to the Raiders. That's what it was. The team that I was thinking of would be the Raiders, because the Raiders with Tom Brady being basically the GM, even though he's not the GM, he got Pete Carroll hired. They're going to draft a quarterback, probably Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, or something like that. You got Max Crosby. He's on one side. Well, I mean, they're picking up pretty high, aren't they? What's their
seventh?
pick?
I think they're 7th. They're gonna have to move up to get a quarterback.
Maybe you never know. But having him on the other side of Max Crosby, I think that'd be a really good tandem, in my opinion.
That would be a good tandem, but I just think that would be a lot of money that you're dishing out to two starting defensive ends. I mean, you're in a rebuild mode there fully. So to pay max money to two starting defensive ends, granted, Max Crosby and Myles Garrett are on a level and worth it, so it wouldn't be but when you're completely building a roster, that's something you normally do not see.
That's true.
I can tell you where Myles Garrett needs to go. He needs to go to Detroit.
I know you say that.
He needs to. The Lions, they send him a first, third round pick, Hendon Hooker, pairing him with Hutch. Who says no? And do you know that this would open the Super Bowl window like crazy for Detroit, bro? And depending on the resolution from Myles Garrett's contract, his next team may only be responsible for paying him like $15 million.
Yeah.
Depending on how the contract gets, solved and how people, they do work their magic and all that shit in the front office. But I'm just saying, but that's too good to be true for me, honestly. But of course, as a Lions fan, I would dream of that, and I just think that would make the Lions so fucking dominant. It wouldn't even be fair, bro, on defense, honestly. But in all honesty, I do think Myles Garrett will go to a team in the NFC North. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be the Lions though. But if you think about it, he would fit in perfectly with the Vikings, the Bears, or the Packers on any of them fucking defenses, and all three of them teams have the money to pay him.
Yeah.
So I can tell you right now that it's definitely this is a strong possibility. And here, just for some context, here's the top 10 teams with the most cap space this year. Patriots got 120 mil, the Raiders got 92 mil, the Commanders got 89 mil, the Chargers got 73 mil, Cardinals got 71 mil, the Vikings have 70 mil, the Bears have 66 mil, the Lions have 57 mil, Steelers got 52 mil, and the Packers have 50 mil. Those are the top 10 teams with the most money this offseason. Sam, where you think Garrett going, man?
If you want to win a chip and he really want to be like that top guy, he got to go to the Bills because that's what the Bills need. They need somebody like that. That's what we were saying, that they got rid of all this, or whatever. Sometimes it's not addition with subtraction. You gotta fill those void. Von Miller is getting older and older by the freaking minute. You feel me? And he had a phenomenal season this year, whatever. But how long can he sustain this freaking level of impact on that defense, bro? He needs some help. He don't need to get double teamed and all that stuff, whatever, 36, 37 years old. You know what I'm saying? Get your Myles Garrett over there. Find some space. Find some cap space or whatever for him, man. Get rid of something. Trade something.
Maybe send Von Miller out.
Nah, keep Von Miller. Gotta let him ride out. But you gotta get rid of some of that dead weight over there. You feel me, on that defense, and plug and play. Man, this man can freaking be an instant impact on that defense, bro. And that's what'll take him over the top. That's what he needed, the defense. Every year that you lose in the Kansas City, bro, is because your defense not holding that shit down at the end. That's an impact player, bro, that's going to definitely hold that shit down all 4 quarters. So I'm definitely going with him. Otherwise, man, Miami needs some defense over there too, bro. I don't know if they're really a true contender. They have a lot of issues that they need to address too on that defensive side. So I'm thinking Miami would be a nice place for them. Chill, change of pace, change of weather, change of culture. I think that'd be a good place for them to go over there too in Miami.
Hold up. One comment there. Blake, if you don't chill out in this comment thread, you already talking about he's coming to the Eagles. You're in the fucking Super Bowl. Ain't neither one of these teams
He's not going. No way.
You shouldn't want him. You're in the Super Bowl. That damn
Blake,
Eagles
relax.
so damn
He must be saying that because he knows the Eagles are going to lose. Relax.
For real. So I'm just gonna randomly pick a team for all of us. I'll say Garrett goes to the Vikings. Sam, so you said the Bills, but realistically, where do you think you're gonna pick the Bills?
They don't got that money. But I still think that they can pull something out. If you want to go somewhere
Bills.
and he'll take the cut, he'll take the pay cut. Definitely got to go with the Bills.
Where's he going, Wes? Give me a team.
Raiders.
All right. I do think, to your point though, Wes, when you said the Commanders, I think that would be a great team for him too.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
You go and you play with a young quarterback. They get a little defensive help. They need help on the
Dan Quinn's a defensive guy, so
that would be a perfect fit. And they showed they can get to the playoff. They're going to be ready to make a run next year. That division is truly open next year. between Washington and Philly anyway. You know, Dallas. I don't know what
I'm
you expect.
not. Don't
But the
even.
Giants ain't gonna do nothing.
Hey,
But
don't make me go get my jersey I was telling you about.
bro, you better chill out. You gonna get booed off this. You gonna get booed off this podcast. All right, let's talk about Cooper Kupp. You would think one with 8 seasons in a Super Bowl with the Rams, that the Rams would do right by him as he prepares to finish up his career elsewhere. However, I doubt this would be the case. It's the Rams. I think the Rams, they overachieved this year, bro, and they won their division. And now that with the possibility of losing Stafford, he's seriously contemplating retirement. Probably a little bit more now that Cooper Kupp is going to
Ooh
be
was
on the
gone.
move. But the Rams are going to need to ship Kupp off to their highest and their best bidder, which most likely will be a shitty team like the Raiders, the Pats, Panthers, Giants, some team like that. Shameful, disappointing, but that's the game. I would like to see Cooper Kupp go to like a Buffalo, to give Buffalo a
Yeah,
receiver who can, with experience, playoff experience, route running. It's still that fucking guy. He can still play his ass off. I think he'd be a great fit in
he
Buffalo.
could be the number
Pittsburgh,
one too. What they're lacking.
of course, the obvious
A
number
true
one.
number one.
Yeah,
A true number one.
How about Pittsburgh? He could go to Pittsburgh,
Hmm
give Russ a little bit more room so they can do a little bit more something offensively.
well,
Him and Pickens.
I keep
I
hearing
mean,
that Russ might go back to Pete Carroll. So I don't
he ain't
know.
going
I
nowhere.
don't
He's staying
know.
right there. Pittsburgh
But
ain't
if
giving
he
it to
was
him.
smart, he would. It might not be up to him. I don't know.
I think they will. I don't know if he's under contract. They got to re-sign him. I think it was a 1-year deal they brought
It
him in for,
was. I
wasn't it?
think so. Yeah.
Him and Fields. So they got some
hmm
decisions making. But if you bring back Russ, I think that'll be a good addition. If you Cooper Kupp. How about the Chargers? The
Yeah.
Chargers would be a good fit too.
It'd
Him,
be
Lad McConkey,
he'll be still in LA, so that'll definitely be
Quentin Johnson ain't panned out to be. He showed signs where he can be good, but he's
Some.
inconsistent. He still needs work. He's got to put that work in the offseason. But I think Cooper Kupp over there would be good, man. Yeah, you're not gonna have to get such a high volume workload. Harbaugh's gonna want to run it, but you just got to make them plays when he needs you to make them. I think those would be 3 great fits for Cooper Kupp right there.
hmm
I agree.
Bro, but listen, with Chris Godwin not getting re-signed, man, Tampa Bay might scoop that boy on up.
Mm.
That would be a
They're not gonna
good
re-sign
pickup.
Godwin.
No way. They're not gonna re-sign him. And he just got injured this
Wow.
shit too. Yeah, because they would have re-signed him already. You feel me? I don't know if they're gonna try to play the waiting game or whatever, but Chris Godwin might go over there to the Rams.
Mm.
That would be awesome for them. And then we pick up the loose change, Cooper Kupp, man. He can still get 75, 80 catches still consistently. Like I say, I don't feel like it's too much wrong with him, whatever. He has been taking some injuries lately. He is getting older, but as a route runner and as a leader, bro,
He's still there.
he's still there, bro.
He's still there.
He hasn't got to his ODB Odell Beckham level yet. You know what I'm saying? He still got promise, bro. So I'm thinking Tampa Bay. I'm thinking Tampa Bay definitely. Or the Packers, because the Packers still need a number one receiver, man. They are tripping over there with those receivers. They got some young guys and they had the business, but as you see, when it comes to the playoffs, bro, y'all boys can't shake a damn tail feather, bro. To say y'all like, bro, y'all can't shake a leg, bro. Y'all gotta do better, man. Then all the guys got hurt. Watson hurt. Freaking the last guy was there was Wicks. Everybody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you need your real stud over there at the Packers.
And the obvious thing that these teams could do here that we didn't mention is they could trade Cooper Kupp for Myles Garrett. The Rams and the Browns could do a trade for each other, picks and all that, and they could just
hmm
That's
take
true.
a shit on all our potential landing spots. I guess I should have opened with that, but yeah, they could potentially trade them for each other. But I think the Rams would have to give up a lot more than they'd be willing to
Oh yeah.
Yep.
get Myles Garrett. Oh man, because remember the owner of the Browns came out like last or 2 weeks ago said he had no plans to trade him. He ain't trading him. He must have knew he wanted out. So then Myles Garrett publicly
Yeah.
asked for the
Right.
trade.
I literally just saw something on ESPN saying that Myles Garrett consulted LeBron on, I guess, giving
How to get
him.
out?
Yeah.
How to force your way out?
That's it.
Well, I don't know. If,
West-
I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly what it was or not, but I just saw something saying that he consulted with LeBron. So
So if we pick a team for Cup, I'll pick Buffalo. Sam, you gonna say what? You gonna say Tampa or you gonna say
I'm gonna say Green Bay. I'm gonna say Green
Green
Bay.
Bay?
hmm
I'm gonna
Wes,
say
where's he going?
I'm gonna say either one of those is what I was thinking.
Just pick one.
I would say Buffalo probably would need it more if they want to
All
be
right.
if they want to beat Kansas City. I would have to say.
I better do something.
They offense not the problem though. That's the thing. They offense not the problem. They can get that
They
stuff
still need that number
done.
one though, bro. They
They
need that number
don't.
one. They
They
do. They really
no,
do, bro. They
no,
do.
they don't. They need defense to hold that shit down in the end, bro. They can score with anybody. Them
It
boys
don't
beat
matter.
them boys beat Kansas City, they beat San Francisco, they beat everybody, bro, out there, bro. They didn't did their
Nah.
thing, bro.
They
Can't
still
hold
need.
that shit at the end. Lost to the Rams. Couldn't hold that shit at the end. You feel me? Crazy shit like that. You feel me? 44 points, bro, by the Rams, bro. That was not supposed to happen. If you would have had a Myles Garrett over there, or whatever, man, they would have turned that 44 into freaking 24. You feel me? He's an
Word.
impact player like that.
I get it, but it's like if your offense, if you can score just a little bit more, your defense ain't always got to be in that position game in, game out, especially the most important games at the most important times.
Hey,
Bro, their leading receiver for Buffalo this year was Khalil Shakur, and he had 76 catches for 821 yards. The next best
That's
receiver
fine.
had fucking 29 catches for 556. You can't win like that in the NFL,
That's
bro.
fine because
You
you're
can't
running
do
the
it. You ain't Michigan.
ball. You
hey,
running the ball.
what's the object of a football game?
Cook got barely 1,000 though. You know what I mean? And that
Stop somebody from scoring more points than you.
No, score
Stop
more
some-
points.
score
Stop
more
somebody.
points than the other
Score
team.
Stop
more
somebody
points.
from scoring more points.
They
than
need a
you.
top receiver.
That's
bro.
what it is.
They need a number
Yeah.
one, and they don't even have to have a superstar top 10 wide receiver. They just have to have a number one caliber receiver. That's all.
That's what Kupp was supposed to be.
Stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
That's what they
you know
wanted.
You play too much. You know you play too much.
That's what
They knew
wanted.
better than that. That's the one thing we could commend the Dallas Cowboys for in this show. When they got rid of him, we're like, why the fuck
Right.
did y'all get
I'm telling
rid
you.
of Amari Cooper?
I
bro?
didn't
don't
like
get
it at
that.
the time, but now now
It makes
I'm
sense
good
now.
with it. Yeah.
You'd have been into him for millions and millions of dollars playing like that. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Shit,
Next
man.
topic.
Coop got his money already from Dallas. He got
Oh
his money
yeah.
from
Oh
Dallas,
did.
yeah.
Raiders,
He got his
all
money
that
from
shit.
Cleveland. He's
Raiders.
good.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
set.
Yeah, he good.
I'm telling you, big money, for real.
Man,
I'm surprised he ain't listening like Jalen Daniels around them up. You know what I'm saying? Not Jalen Hurts with the big ice all on his neck and shit. For real, that shit be dancing.
iced out. Hopefully,
Okay.
give him some more ice on the Super Bowl. If not, you're gonna have some explaining to do, sir. You're gonna get criticized again. You're gonna get criticized. Hit me with this NBA trade madness, bro. Let's get into some fucking NBA trades. Some frenzies, bro.
Hot
My
damn.
God. Dude, this NBA, this is the wildest trade deadline, I think, of all time. Of all time. The wildest. Obviously, you had Luka going to LA for AD was the obvious thing, which was that was enough.
That
was the only trade that happened.
Yeah.
That would have been enough
Yeah.
for us to be like, but of
Holy
course it was.
shit.
I thought it was a nightmare. Definitely. When I looked at that shit, I thought it was a spoof. I had to
Man,
look, check.
thought it was a hoax?
Yeah, I didn't know when
get out of here.
I woke up to you texting saying Luca to the Lakers for AD. I had to go on Twitter and check it all out
That
to make
was
sure.
insane.
I was like,
Yeah,
what
that
the?
was
I was
insane.
half asleep. I said, what
Just
the
seeing
fuck?
that
Bro.
shit doesn't even look right. Like
Right.
that's just wild.
Man,
Seeing him
and
in
it
a
said-
Lakers
and it said
jersey
on the
don't-
post-
Seeing him in the
Right.
Lakers jersey doesn't look right.
And then the
That's
post
wild.
said, "Yeah, this really happened. This is not a joke." That's what it said on the post.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm looking. ESPN, ESPN got that shit on there. That shit real talk. I'm like, dang, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Wake up to that shit.
Then we had Chris Middleton shipped off to the Wizards for Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma went to the Bucks. De'Aaron Fox got shipped to the Spurs. Zach LaVine got moved to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler found his way at
Get
Golden
the
State.
fuck out of here.
I knew he was gonna go to Golden State, man. I just had that
Mhm.
feeling. But he would have went to Phoenix, but KD, he didn't want to go back to Golden State. He's like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good, bro.
Right.
Well, they were going
Still
to
got
they were
bitch
going to
ass
send
Draymond on that team.
they were going to send Jimmy to Phoenix and KD to Miami, but I guess they couldn't make the money work or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you got Brandon Ingram got moved to the Raptors.
Yeah.
And then Mark Williams got moved to LA.
LA.
We had the feeling LA Lakers were gonna make a move for a big man, but we thought it was gonna be
It was
Anthony
at
Davis.
it was at Luca's request. I saw or I heard earlier they it was at his request to be like, hey, I need a big man. You literally got rid of the big man.
Right.
That would be great, but if he's not here, then we need someone else. So I mean, Mark Robinson when he played for
Mark Williams.
Mark
Mark
Williams, yeah,
Williams.
when he played for, is he the one who played for Boston?
Hornets.
Nah,
Oh,
Hornets.
I'm thinking of a different one. Then I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, the
Then
That's
Hornets.
Robert. That was Robert
He,
Williams
yeah,
too.
that's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
he's young. Mark is young. Mark Williams is young. He's only been in the league, I think, a couple years now. He's from Duke, but I mean, he's averaging almost a double-double. He's big, 7 foot, massive. He can play decent post. He's a solid rebounder, tough defender. He's got a crazy arm span. It's actually longer than fucking Victor
Would have been
Wembanyama.
Yamba.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
really?
9'9"
Yeah, so this
wingspan.
this dude 9 foot 9 inches, bro. He could go like this and basically touch the rim.
Touch the
Just
rim. Mm-hmm.
one hand on the fucking ground, one hand on the. That's insane. But
Yeah.
anyway, but this guy's a hustler. He's just starting. He hasn't even started to hit his potential yet. So
He's
as we're
been
looking at,
he's been injured though a lot. He only played 82 games in 3 years. So that's another thing too, man. Why we getting all these broke up ass players?
he fits right in. You got worse. He's probably played more games than Anthony Davis in the last. That's probably
you
40
wanna
more than Davis.
Not
No,
last
but-
year. Not last
Nah.
year.
something that I saw last week. I mean, this has nothing to do with this person, but Joel Embiid has almost not played as many games as he has played.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He
man, we
always
don't-
hurt.
It's like 480 games that he's played to 420 that he hasn't.
Yeah, bro.
That's about right.
We need a separate topic for
That's
that.
fucking insane. That just came across my mind, and
That's insane.
it is.
That's about right.
Let's talk about some winners and losers. Who's some teams, potential winners, potential losers? Who do you guys think is a winner from the trade deadline? Let me throw a team at you.
Yeah, go for it.
I think the Spurs, man. Obviously, Landon De'Aaron Fox. Now you have two franchise players that'll be ready to make a run in the upcoming years. But I think Fox gives you your the starting guard that you needed. And you just seen what he did in his first game. He had a double-double his first game. He's balling already. But I think that at some point he played good with them last night with CP3.
Yeah,
but
so I was watching that.
I almost felt like as a whole that CP3 was at a point in his career where he maybe needs to start coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench. Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been starting him. He's still top 10 in assists and all that, but dude, I just feel like he affects the game.
You're not.
Like I just think that they don't move as better with him on the floor as they used to. You got other key players of that team like Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson. All their numbers and performance has been down from last year since CP3 got there, and a large part of that is Wembanyama, trying to eat and they feed him. He's the workhorse, but it's more than that. It's like things don't flow is good when CP3's out there. He's got to do things his own way, thinks he's running the show and all that shit. But I just think Fox gives you your future, and I think you can build off of that. You got him, you got Wembanyama. I mean, these guys are dogs, and Fox is still young, dude. What is he, like 26, 26? He's got plenty of fucking game left. And so this was definitely a win for the San Antonio Spurs. They're definitely winners.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think my Lakers did pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
Gotta go with the Lakers, man. Getting one of the best offensive players it is out here, man. One of the young guys, 25 years old, but he got to work on those injuries and he got to work on defense. But I think LeBron to help him do that stuff. We got rid of Dalton Knight.
Dalton Connect
like that. Yeah,
Connect 4. Yeah, when I saw that,
I didn't like that at all.
He was
fucking
good.
Very
good.
Doing pretty good. He's been doing pretty good, man. They're gonna have LeBron at the 4 though, man. In a minute, you feel me? They're gonna have him at the 4, Hashimura at the 4, whatever. They're gonna have Big Mark or whatever at the 5. But we got what his name? Vanderbilt. We got Vanderbilt back or whatever. So he kind of plays that 4-5 position, But like I say, man, we lost a lot, but not really. Because I'm gonna miss AD, bro. AD was that guy.
Absolutely,
when he's
man.
healthy.
Brought you a ring, absolutely. But at least it was a good. At least you got a ring with him. You got one with him. You know what I'm saying? So at least it wasn't a total loss. You can respect him. Not like he wanted out. It wasn't bad. If you're a Lakers fan, you have no reason to feel any animosity towards Anthony Davis.
Absolutely not.
He was getting hurt long before y'all traded for him, and he's still gonna be getting hurt long after he's gone. But he'll give you everything he got while he's out there, bro. So, but I think that LA, I think definitely they have to be labeled as a winner in this as well, just for the simple fact that you got Luka. You gave up AD, but Luka's a top 5 NBA player. I don't care what nobody says about his conditioning. I don't care this, that.
Walking triple-double.
walking fucking triple double. But not only you land Luca, one of the best players that this game has seen in recent years, but I mean Mark Williams. If you're gonna get rid of AD and you got to get a big man, I mean, granted the health we know, but when healthy, just got to be healthy at playoffs. I don't even give a shit so much regular
Hmm.
season. The Lakers are playing good this year. They've won their last 8 out of 10 games. They're doing good outside of everything and AD being out and all that. So I just definitely just for the acquisition of Luca in itself, I think that makes them winners. Luca's 25 too, and Mark Williams is 23. That's good youthful pieces for the
Right.
Lakers, pairing with an
Moving
Austin
forward.
Reeves and pairing with
Hmm.
this guy into that. Where you need to start cleaning up houses like fucking Gabe Vincent, bad signings, old
Yeah,
players
yeah,
making
yeah.
averaging 4 points a game. Keep
Right.
getting rid of that shit, and piece by piece after a year, you get cheaper to get rid of them, whatever. But so I think that'll happen. But definitely the Lakers got to be a winner on here.
Hmm.
I agree with that, but I also want to throw out, even though the Sacramento Kings got rid of De'Aaron Fox, they did pick up Zach Levine and Jonas Valanciunas, who
Mm.
Jonas Valanciunas was pretty solid for the Wizards, and Zach Levine's, I mean,
He's doing his thing right now.
I think he's. I've always thought that he was really good. I wanted him to. I wanted Miami to get him a couple years ago, or even when he left Minnesota and to go to Chicago. I wanted Miami to get him then, but I've always liked him. They got a nice young core. They still got Malik Monk on there. Devontae Sabonis, he's a fucking
Hmm.
stud.
Hmm. Double
Jay
double king.
Jay Crowder, I mean he doesn't play defense, but he can shoot the ball. And they got, like I said, some young guys. So I like to throw that out as an honorable mention as far as
Yeah.
as winners.
I
Shit.
would like
Go ahead.
I would like to throw that out is utter nonsense.
I mean, that's
No
just me.
disrespect. I had them as the losers
Did you?
of this trade. The Kings, I did, and let me tell you why. Yeah, seeing them an NBA 2K25, that would be a fun team, right? I'm looking at the NBA trying to win a championship, but no, look, you had to move De'Aaron Fox, and I get that because
He wasn't gonna
you could have
resign.
waited. You could have waited, and then you got nothing for him. He could have walked for nothing. I understand that. But this was because they weren't going to pay him, though,
Yeah.
is what this all boiled down to. So let's ship him out for Zach Levine, right? Who don't score as much, he don't assist as much or rebound as much, nor can he play defense. All he does is score. He shoots a little bit better from a shooting percentage because I mean he shoots a lot more, so I will say he shoots a little bit better, but he can't play defense, and he's 2 years older than Fox. And when it comes down, the Kings are going to end up paying Zach Levine for the damn near the
Hmm.
same thing you would have had to pay Fox.
Hmm.
Maybe a couple less dollars. Zach Levine's getting paid 40 some million dollars a year.
44 and a
So
half.
so basically, Zach Levine on the Kings is a slightly better upgraded version of Malik Monk as a starter. And you already have that. You could have saved your money. I just don't think Levine makes them any better as a team than De'Aaron Fox did.
Well, I'm not saying that
You
they're
know?
going to they're contenders or anything, but I think that
Right, but I mean, if you're a winner or a loser from the straight, that's why I have to label him a loser. And yet, like you said, they got Jonas Valanciunas, but they're gonna overpay him. And you already have an elite big man in Sabonis
Hmm.
on your squad, bro. I just think that's a piss poor use of funding, in my opinion. But
Hmm.
I just don't think that
When they fired
Levine
Mike
makes you
Brown,
any better.
yeah, when
when they
they
And
fired
fired
yeah,
Mike
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 Brown,
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 yeah.
and that's
now
the
they trying to
biggest reason.
figure it out. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
man.
just trying to do shit or
Who's their
whatever.
coach now?
Shit, who the hell knows?
I don't even know who their coach is
I
right
can't. I
now.
don't remember.
I don't remember.
But Dallas did pretty good though, getting AD over there, man. Him and Kyrie. If
Doug Christie, the old Sacramento Kings player, is their coach right now.
Really?
oh really?
And they're 12-6 under him.
Oh
since they
shit! I
made
used to
that
love me
shit.
some Doug Christie.
Yeah, I forgot he was coaching over there now, but yeah, I had to put them for a loser, bro. I just don't think that trade makes them any better, and they're overpaying for Levine and Valanciunas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
Doug
would have paid.
Christie.
I would have saved that. I would have paid Fox. Like he's been this far. We've been to the playoffs with him.
And
You
took him
don't
to
think
the
he's that
playoffs.
good to fucking make?
Mhm.
I think that's crazy. Fox is a way overall better player than Levine. I would have paid him over Levine any day.
Right.
That's just me though.
I
I
believe.
feel
I
like
think-
understand.
I feel like Chicago man ain't getting nothing out the deal, bro. For real. I mean, you got rid of Levine because that's all you wanted to do. Man, y'all ain't getting nothing. Cash
I-
considerations.
I think they dropped the ball with not getting rid of Vucevic, man, because they're
Mhm.
in an obvious rebuild. And they finally pulled the trigger on Levine after years and years of speculation on the trade rumors and this, DeMar DeRozan left last year and all that. But just think Vucevic was the last piece to you getting that, underway. But what do? No, they don't ship him out. Maybe they couldn't find a partner for him or a deal, which that would be crazy considering like who wouldn't want that guy.
A big guy.
But like a big guy, a stretch big guy who can play and score, walking double. I just don't see that happening. And then what do? You pay Lonzo Ball, you extend him for 2 years, 10 million.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. So it's like you're trying to rebuild. So I can't really call you losers and losing there because when you give up all your assets for essentially nothing, you're in a clean rebuild. It's salary dumps. It's this, it's that. But it's like they ain't even doing that. So, oh yeah, we get this big contract off the books. Let's pay Lonzo 2 years, 10 million. He's played a whopping 16 games in 2 seasons for us. You've earned your money.
Right.
Good Lord. I can't. Chicago's a sad state of affairs, bro. That's why they're so fucking high in expectations with the Bears, because that's all they fucking got. That's the best thing they got. And look at what they just went through. Anyways. I'll say the Milwaukee
Blackhawks.
The Milwaukee Bucks, I think they're another winner in this trade deadline.
I was going to say that too. I like Kyle Kuzma going for Middleton.
Yeah, because that's a huge upgrade at this point in his career. Because Middleton ain't the same highly,
He's always hurt.
Always hurt, bro.
Bro, I don't know what happened though. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know.
And not to mention the Bucks also added Kevin Porter Jr., who could be an asset if he keeps his nose clean and stay out of the fucking police blog. But I think that's a couple good moves right there, man. I really do. I think the Dallas Mavericks too, man. They got to be another loser for me because any team that trades away. Yes, bro. Yes. Okay. Look, and they were winning the last time I just checked on here.
They won.
That's nice.
They won.
But check this out. Anytime, right? And mind you, again, this is another team that looks good on 2K25. Cool to play with. You got Kyrie Irving, you got Klay Thompson, you got Anthony Davis. Fuck, you got 3 champions right there, bona fide stars, right? All ain't gonna be them players again, man. Look, but any team who trades away their franchise player who's 25 years old, not even a full year removed from taking that team to the fucking finals on his back.
That's crazy.
That's an automatic L for me. I don't care what you get in return for that. That's an automatic fucking loss, bro. In my book, I don't care, bro. I don't care that they landed a top big man in Street Clothes Davis. I really don't care about that. Caleb Martin is going to be good in the playoffs. He's proved that. Max Christie showed good signs. All these good pickups, yes. But by trading Luka, bro, you've lost 1 million fans. You've literally lost 1 million fans have unfollowed you on your page and all that shit. And now
they lost a lot of followers.
You got this team with Kyrie and Klay and AD. It might give a headache to a couple teams in the postseason, but this is not a team that's going to win the finals, man. You got all these Mavericks. They all have rings, man. They're all playing for the budget right now. They all balling for the budget. You think they give a fuck about winning a title, man? Please.
Hey, Kyrie playing out his mind right now, man. He earned that spot.
Well, he had 4 points tonight when I looked. So
hey, man, he earned that spot, bro. Kyrie, man, that man like Chris Brown.
Klay,
he like Chris Brown right now. You feel me? He back on the come up, bro.
Klay went the fuck off tonight.
Yeah, he had like 20 something last I looked.
I'm getting ready to look at it right now.
But he very seldomly fucking goes off. You don't get nights
much
like that on a consistent basis. Anthony Davis is always hurt. Kyrie's inconsistent, even though he is good. So I mean, I don't know, man.
He been playing good this year.
I don't know.
He had 25.
But they ain't want to pay. The Mavericks didn't want to pay that man his money. He's saying he out of shape. He don't do what the hell he's supposed to be doing.
He's lost $100 million game being traded.
It's because, bro, it's because of how he played in the fucking playoffs last year. Does anybody remember that?
Not only that,
it was terrible.
The referees going to the referees for every single fucking thing he gets touched. He goes to the referees and shit like that. When they won the
finals last year, that was terrible, bro.
When they won the conference championship and he's in the back of the arena, whatever, and got a beer in his hand. Remember when someone took it out of his hand because one, it was a bad look, and two, he clearly might have a problem outside of basketball for drinking. That's why when he comes to training camp and shit, he's so fucking out of shape and stuff because all he does is drink. I don't know if he does or not, but according to the Mavericks, they seem to think, in my opinion, that he has like a possible drinking problem or a not give a fuck problem outside of.
Yeah, you come to LA, man, you're gonna have more problems than that.
No shit.
For real.
No doubt.
Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck what you doing, bro. Look, Dennis Rodman used to go strip clubs, snort coke, and this and that. James Harden would get fucking drunk as shit till 4
Dennis
in the morning.
Rodman wasn't the top guy. You got
And then
to
he'll
if you're a
come in.
top guy, you got to be in top form, bro.
What about James Harden? James Harden to go out ball fucking till 3, 4 in the morning, shutting bars down. He'll show
Yeah,
up
but
the
guess
next
what? What
night
happened
and
when he
light your
would?
ass up for
He's
40
What
minutes.
happened when he
and
got
you
deep in
see
the
he's
playoffs?
done.
Though when he got deep in the
seen what he's
playoffs
done.
with the
But on a
Rockets.
regular basis, though, all players ain't held the titles.
Yeah.
That Luka's done more. Has Harden ever led his team to the fucking finals? I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
No,
And
no.
Didn't he?
Harden's considered one of the top offensive forces that the NBA's ever seen.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. He would go out till 4 in the morning, fucking hammered all on TMZ and shit. And they make light of it because let him not fucking shoot 50% tonight or 40%. They gonna light his ass up to me, and he'll go off for 45 and fucking 13. What can you say?
You
And they
said
won. You can't say shit. I don't
generational
give a fuck how
talent.
much you drinking or what drugs you, man. Just show up and fucking win. I don't give a damn.
There's more
Dallas
to it than
Mavericks
that.
dropped the ball with that shit, bro. For real.
I mean, I guess maybe the Dallas Mavericks had they have better or higher morals or higher standards than what Houston did or what Clippers or what the Nets did and all these
No, they
other
don't.
fucking teams. Hey man,
No, they don't. No, they don't.
they probably
They
just
run
didn't
the
want
same
to.
playbook.
They just probably didn't want to play pay the extra
They just didn't
100
want to give him
million.
the super max.
Yeah.
And that really fucked him. Yeah, obviously losing the 100 million, but you go to Texas where they're chilling on taxes, to California where they're the most tax fucking, man, I'd be pissed if I was
Dallas
him,
is
bro.
no tax
That got me
state.
fucked
Now
up.
he's gonna go and have to fucking pay
California.
100 fucking percent of it
50%
basically.
at least. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to our last topic of the day before we wrap it up, fellas. Keeping it on the NBA. How many NBA teams can realistically win a title right now this season? If you think about every single team we have in the NBA, we have 30 teams in the NBA. Realistically, I only think there's 6 teams that can realistically win a title. And that might be a lot. Maybe 4. I think 6 teams have a chance, but I'll say realistically 4 teams can definitely do it. The obvious ones to me that stick out is the Celtics and the Nuggets.
Yes,
Agree
yep,
with that?
yep.
Because the Celtics champions last year, they obviously essentially the same squad, a healthy Porzingis, they can definitely repeat this year. They're the talent, they're the top dogs right now. And I think the Nuggets the year before that, they've shown they can win, they can run in a 7-game series. So those 2 teams, in my opinion, are solidified and can definitely win a title right now. Are we all in agreement?
Correct.
I can't say that for the Nuggets right now. They're not playing the same. Just with Murray not being as effective as he's been before. I mean, they still look good, but
32-19 right now.
Yeah, Murray's always like that. It's usually in the playoffs where he turns that shit on, though. He's one of them players, man, born in the bubble, and dropping fucking 50 point, whatever it was in the bubble.
Right.
That's really where playoff Murray was born, though. I don't worry about Jamal till the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think those 2 teams are, I don't know. What team can win an NBA? How many teams can win a title right now?
I say about 5 or 6.
Okay, so you can't say the Nuggets, but you can say the Celtics.
I can say the Celtics.
What about your Lakers?
I think we got a slight chance, but yeah. I think we got a slight chance.
I think it sounds ridiculous. If you say you got LeBron, Luka on a fucking same team, bro, to say that team can't win a championship sounds crazy. Even if LeBron's 40, he still plays at a high level. Right. You got to keep players around you. They have some pieces, Austin Reeves and company, players who can ball out, but I just think, pairing LeBron with Luka in his prime, I think it could be scary, man. That's a big L trading Davis, but Mark Williams is, he's a hustler, and I think he's going to hold his own in the paint, man. Lakers 8-2 in their last 10 games. I think they definitely can win one this year. Would I pick them to? No, but I think they can.
Right. Cleveland. Cleveland definitely.
I can't give them that either.
No.
You think they can win one? We see the same shit every year, though. Look, they had a stellar start to the season. That can't be ignored. They're 41-10 right now, number 1 in the East, second best record in the NBA. They're 24-4 at home this year, bro. And they just added DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks. That's crucial, bro.
That's hot.
You got Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland. They've been balling, but every postseason, bro, they come up short, bro. As they were exposed, they
haven't looked like this.
Bad last year, bro. Oh my lord.
The last 2 games that I've seen that them being on TV, they've got smacked.
Smoke, bro.
When they're not on TV, they play well. When they are on TV in the big lights, Dougie Fresh, he's a Cavs fan, and we talk about him all the time. And every time, like I said, every time that they're on TV, he says it never fucking fails. So
Mhm.
if they go into the playoffs, deep into the playoffs, every single one of those games are going to be on TV, national TV. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I
I
just
think
think
they'll be all right.
okay. I just think we're seeing the same
I think it
recipe
would be good for
right here.
bad. I think it would be good for the NBA, to be honest, to show such a, I want to say, historic team, but I would say it's historic because LeBron went there and he's from there and he won a championship there. To see them to do, if they were, say they were to win it, to see that they could do it without him, I think that would be, I think that'd be a pretty good story.
I think it's more of Donovan Mitchell's leadership coming together, and he doesn't always have to score the most points, but Garland has came to play too. You know what I'm saying? Mobley and all those guys, Allen,
Allen's
all
a
those guys are
stud.
playing, and they're playing like a good unit, not playing like, oh, I want to get mine. It don't matter if we win or not or whatever. I want my 30. I want my 15 rebounds, or nothing like that or whatever. Because I've seen those boys go out there, man, and freaking play some defense too. They can score some points, but they play some good, strong defense too going down the stretch. That's why I like those guys or whatever right now. Like you say, the hot start. But man, like I say, 40. What you say, 41-10, bro? That's
Yep.
awesome for them. That's
It is.
LeBron. That's LeBron freaking tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cleveland numbers. You know,
I don't know,
so
man. I go based off of like what I see year in year out in the playoffs. It doesn't look good, man. They've never been
different.
like to me in my lifetime. They've never been relevant before LeBron. They ain't been relevant since until I see
Until
anything
this
else. That makes me
season.
think I can't. Like I'm looking at the East right now. They can't beat Boston in a 7 game series. I don't even think
Mm-mm.
they can beat the Knicks in a 7 game series. Not
They'll
this
definitely
fucking
beat
year.
the Beats. They'll definitely beat the Knicks.
No,
I don't know
no.
with Cat.
That's another
They
one I have
definitely
as
been.
contenders on here. Their new squad's dangerous, bro. Brunson's fucking, he's a postseason clutch leader. Cat is everything and more that the Knicks hope for, that they wish that fucking Julius Randle had for all them years. But Cat's in there averaging 24 and 13 right now. And the mix of their key players and their scorers, fucking Mikal Bridges that they added from
Mm-hmm.
that dude is a fucking star, bro. A
Mm,
star, a low key star. OG and newbie, Josh Hart, bro. No, bro.
they
Cleveland ain't
high.
beating them. They ain't beating them in this
Definitely.
series. It ain't
Definitely are.
happening. Oh
Cat,
shit.
cat shooting
And
all them 3 pointers and shit,
and
man. Get
that's
your
and
ass
that
in the paint.
and that's where they got exposed last year. The Knicks beat them last year, didn't they, in the playoffs? Or was it two? Because Stephen A. lost his mind when Donovan Mitchell went to Cleveland. He said the Knicks, they better not lose to them. Or no,
Mm.
did Cleveland beat the Knicks? I don't remember. But this year, I don't think with Karl Anthony Towns, he's a fucking crazy difference maker on the Knicks, bro. And I think the Knicks, you got to watch out for him. What about the Thunder?
Oh
OKC Thunder,
yeah.
best
Yes,
record in the
sir.
NBA right
Yes,
now,
sir.
bro. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, man, fucking leading scorer in the NBA at 32.8 points per game. He had 350-point games this year, bro.
He just
Not to
scored one
mention,
the other night, a couple
that's
nights
a
ago.
couple nights ago. That's his third one of the season. And
Yeah.
they got Chet Holmgren is
Yeah.
slated for a
He's supposed
return
to come back
tomorrow
tomorrow. Yeah.
versus the Raptors. So I mean that they're just gonna hit their stride with that. But this team has the youth and the pieces to run with any Western Conference team in a 7 game series, man. Talking about records, they're 22-3 at home.
Hmm.
That's insane. I definitely think you gotta watch out for OKC this year. They can run with anybody in the West, I feel like.
Yeah. Alex Caruso. He's known for his fucking defense, even back when he was with
Elmer
L.A. and,
Fudd.
and Chicago.
Hmm.
Who else they got? Dort. Dort's really
Dort.
fucking good. He can
Defensive
shoot
lines.
the ball
Mhm.
out.
Hmm.
Williams is
Uh,
solid.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Williams.
They got
Yep.
a squad, bro. They do. That's what I say. I definitely think they can run. What about Golden State after getting Jimmy Butler?
No,
Hell no. I don't think it's
Y'all
gonna
are
be
they're
crazy.
enough.
playing the Lakers right now.
I don't
Y'all are
think it's gonna
crazy.
be enough. I don't think it's gonna be
Hell
enough.
no, Jimmy ain't gonna. I don't think Jimmy will be enough.
You're talking with pure hatred. You're not talking with real ideology
I mean,
here, sir.
Kaminga's good over there. There's a lot of guys over there that they can. I mean, but they're not consistent. You feel me? Curry got to do too much. Jimmy Butler gonna have to do way too much.
I
You
would
know, this is the West. This is the West now for Jimmy Butler.
exactly,
So he gonna have to realize that this
exactly
shit plays totally different than the East.
that, and he's coming in the middle of the season. Now,
Right.
if they were in
You
like
got a mesh.
if they were in
Right.
third or fourth, fifth position, maybe that might be possible that they could get to the finals or something like that. But they're in seventh or eighth place.
That they're in 10th. They're tied
Oh
for
yeah, that's
10th.
Ninth.
right. They are in
Ninth.
tenth. They are in
Mhm.
10th. So to have to climb all the way out to get into the play-in, and then to win the play-in, and then go all the way through the entire fucking West to get to the
Well,
finals.
they just gotta stay at 10th for the play-in. Stay at 10th, and you get in that tournament, and then you're in.
Oh, they're losing right now,
It's
so
gonna be it's gonna be a lot.
I think they can coast till they get there. They can turn it on, bro. If you got Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on a team, playoff Jimmy, I'm not counting them out, bro. I think they can make a run. I don't think they can win the finals, but I think they can make a damn good run. Definitely.
That's crazy. That's like you saying they gonna make a run, but you saying Cleveland can't make a run?
No, they've done it. Those are fucking bona fide champions. Excuse me. Are they not bona fide champions? What the fuck is Cleveland won?
I'm just saying.
Any player on that team, fuck the team. Any player on that team, what have they won? I'll wait while you look it up on Google. They are bona fide winners.
Max Strus has been
Damn
to the
right.
finals.
Shit.
Tristan Thompson won a championship.
Who?
Mhm.
Tristan Thompson.
Kardashian? Who the fuck is that?
You know
Hey, so
who the
what you
fuck
feel-
he is.
What you feel about Phoenix?
No.
I heard the locker room's pretty toxic right now, given all the KD rumors and
Well, and the
and all that
drama,
shit. Yeah,
and
yeah.
man, I don't blame it. It's just the thing is with the Phoenix, man. Since they've had a new owner, they try to go all out and do this and that, and then they end up making bad deal after bad deal
Yep.
after bad deal.
I don't think they should have got Bradley Beal.
No, they should not have, and that's and it's kicking them in the. And if you're gonna get him, don't give an idiot a no trade clause, because now you're getting
Yeah.
fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, well, maybe we'll move Durant, or maybe, oh wait, Booker's untouchable. They don't really know what the fuck they're doing in
No,
Phoenix, bro.
no.
That goes to show you, man, that just because you get a couple stars on a team does not mean automatically you're gonna fucking,
Right.
take it to. I mean, it's
Not
way
not
more-
these days
I don't-
anyway.
I don't see Phoenix doing that shit, bro.
No.
Well, I don't think you could really ever do it. That's why LeBron got fucking hammered that first year in Miami, because you're there, Miami year one with Wade and Bosh. You
Mhm.
got to win the
Right.
fucking championship now, right
That's
now.
it.
And he lost in the
Mhm.
finals. They're like, oh, you got two superstars. You can't, dude. That shit takes time, man.
Well,
you got
In
We ain't just-
in kind of defense of that, LeBron has been liked his entire fucking life. He's been a fan favorite, crowd favorite, whatever. When the decision happened and everything, and the way he did it, announcing that he was going to Miami, he became public enemy number one.
as he should have.
And he didn't know how to deal with that. Getting death threats, extra security and shit going everywhere he goes at the games and everything. All the backlash that came with that, he didn't know how to deal with it. And going to the finals, yeah, they probably should have won the finals, honestly. But with
Dirk Ball-
all of that pressure on him, I mean, I can't blame him for having one terrible fucking series out of his entire life.
Yeah, that's the only bad finals he's ever had.
I know exactly.
Right.
Just imagine,
Oh, wait, he
imagine
had-
8
he had the
billion
one versus
fucking
the
people
Spurs.
hating you.
But you didn't.
Spurs, he went
had
off.
No, he didn't. No. I mean the
No,
first
no,
one.
no,
ever.
no. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, he was a
Yeah.
young motherfucker.
He was the oldest. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric Snow on that
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Bro. Like, come
Right.
on, bro. That was the equivalent of Iverson versus the Lakers in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Except for Dikembe Mutombo. God rest his soul. One of
Yeah.
the best fucking
Mhm.
defenders
Yeah,
you've ever
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
But from an offensive standpoint, he ain't gonna give you much. Like it was all Iverson.
Yeah.
So in the same sense, it was the same thing. Like LeBron had
Nobody. But,
The
well,
fact that he even had that team in the finals
Yeah.
was crazy. Remember, he beat the fucking Pistons to
Yeah.
get there.
Pistons. Yep.
what was
Mhm.
it, 24 straight points or some shit?
And like we weren't like our same championship team like that. We
But
should have won
still.
both 4 and 05, but also
Like 1 year.
You just
1,
couldn't
2
stop.
year
You couldn't.
removed.
Yeah, you
Right.
couldn't do anything
Man.
against him then.
still impressive. And he's a fucking kid when he did that shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, but yeah. So I don't think Phoenix will do nothing. But there's some winners and losers we got. Feel free to chime in. Let us know who y'all got winning, losing at the NBA trade deadline.
Who do you have in the finals? Who do you have in the finals? Not who can make the finals, but who you have in the finals as of
We
mid-season.
gotta save that.
Ah,
We gotta
come
save that.
on.
We gotta save that, Wes. You know better than that. But realistically, I got like 6 teams that can make the finals this year. So I think we're about in agreement with a couple teams here, there, we're not. But that sounds right about let loose. to
I'm
me.
surprised to see Houston in third position in the West. That's
He's
crazy.
been balling. Ime
Houston's
Udoka, man, got them boys.
balling,
Man. Ime Udoka, bro, man, one of the best coaches out here, bro.
Yeah, when he's not fucking somebody else, you know.
Hey, real. Allegedly.
Hey, man. Hey, his fucking wife filed for divorce, didn't she? And
Yeah.
let's talk about his wife for a second,
about-
man.
talk about
Nia
who?
Long.
Nia Long,
That wasn't his
baby.
wife.
Ooh.
It wasn't his wife.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just together. They have a kid together.
Yeah.
Oh, but all right,
Baby
well,
mama.
okay, well, they weren't married, but they were
They were
together.
together, but yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Hey man, what? Hey, you play the game, it happens, bro. I'm
Hey,
just saying. I
man.
think he was stupid for that.
Yeah,
but
Nia Long, come on now, God,
that's very stupid.
dang,
But I mean, the man knows
Man.
basketball.
he does. I'll give him
Definitely
that.
do. For real. I'm just talking about his skills on the court.
Yeah. You ain't got no skills off the court, my man. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
telling
It
you,
was.
for real.
That shit was beyond stupid. Hey, I like your Miami Heat, bro. You get fucking Andrew Wiggins. That's a good pickup for you guys, man. I think Davion Mitchell's gonna be all right over there. The Pistons, we got Schroeder. I think that's gonna help us with some
Well,
scoring.
that's what I wanted to bring up. Schroeder, within 18 hours, has been like giving and taking, and he's been through like 8 fucking teams in 18
He's been living
hours.
in a hotel. He's been living at the Motel 6.
Yeah, he got traded to this team, then swapped for picks in this to go to this team, then like literally in 18 hours he's been traded.
Hey, Schroeder could have signed for us for like
I
77
know, yeah,
million.
yeah,
He
89
Turned it
million, I think.
down. Turned it
think it
down,
was.
and guess what? Man, you've been down in the dumps ever since then. You
Yeah.
feel me? League
Actually-
veteran minimum.
Yeah, from a pay point standpoint, absolutely. He's playing really good this year though. He's averaging like 14 and a half a game. Not bad for the minutes he gets, and
He a fire starter though. I like him a lot.
yeah.
I
He's
definitely
not
want to keep
bad.
him.
Yeah, I think the Pistons are gonna hold on to him, so that'll be interesting to see. I would have liked them to do more, but the Pistons got they got a lot on the trade deadline, and they didn't give up. They gave up essentially nothing, so it's not bad. Clear up some books and shit too. Trade bait. So we'll revisit it. Probably touch up on the NBA again next week. We got Super Bowl this weekend. Everybody watch, have fun. Be safe. If you're gonna do some drinking, make sure you're not drinking and driving. Do your drinking, then drive later on.
Don't pull a Marcus Jordan.
Don't pull a Marcus Jordan.
Don't pull a Marcus Jordan. Stay away from the train tracks.
We should have that shit.
Train tracks and
don't pull
and train lines. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Because they don't give a shit who your daddy is. You going to jail?
sure.
Man.
Exactly.
Ride a bicycle to your homie house. Straight up, for real. What
Call
you doing?
Uber. Don't not the deluxe Uber because they get a little. Did you guys see that story about that big chick?
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
Yeah.
I think I seen something about that.
What was it? Uber
Texas
XL,
rapper.
Uber XL or some shit.
Oh yeah. I heard it.
Texas rapper. Mm-hmm. So she trying to get up in that motherfucker. She like, man, you gonna mess up my alignment.
I thought she was from Detroit. The big chick, right? The huge
Nah,
chick?
it was.
I think it was Texas,
one out of
wasn't it?
Texas. It was one out of Texas,
Yeah.
and then there was another one with the Lyft. It was one with the Uber, then there was one with the Lyft.
I think that one was in Detroit. The big chick or whatever. Yeah, she was pissed.
Right.
I'm like, man, my car couldn't hold you, man. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Had that little Yugo.
You gonna pay my fucking maintenance fees on this shit?
Right.
For driving your ass around?
I'd be like, my car can't lug you all around like that. She'd be like, it'd be like Married with Children. She'd get all mad. How dare you say that to my face?
Okay.
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got a half a tank of gas. Shout out Al Bundy. 4 touchdowns for Polk High.
That's it. Oh man.
Goated.
Get out of here, Sam. Episode 102. Appreciate you, fellas, man. Appreciate everybody for watching us still. If you're still locked in with us, subscribe now.
Right meow.
Yeah. 102, man. We out of here, man. You know them boys back in town, man. We back in the building, man. We doing everything that we possibly can, man, to keep this shit going, keep this shit striving. 2 years in, 2+ years in, man. I'm still with my dog, down with the Kings. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this shit, dog, man. We do this shit for us. We do this shit for y'all, man. We do this shit for each other. Let Loose Podcast, signing out. Holla.